Okay, so we're gonna name the file capital D. We gotta respect the caps here. Doom zoom. Oops, doomoo. Doom zoom. Okay. And the timing starts.
You gotta smash the.
Sorry. Oh, again? Oh, okay. So again.
Yourself first.
No worries. So again, hey everyone. My name is Kneat0. Kneat0. I'm going to be running Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD any percent. This is the HD version on the Wii U. Behind me, the other commentator is Shakanetsu. And then in the banana shirt behind me, that's Buttermancer. And we have Jai over there in the black. You won't be able to hear them, but I just need to shout them out a bit. So we are going to be starting the game very quickly. We don't have anything to say. Okay. So hit the button. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! So we can actually just skip this is something nice for the HD version. We can skip the intro cutscene that has a bunch of text just by pressing start. That you'd have to watch. Ooh, that sound. You'd have to watch that in the SD version, but the HD version gave a lot of quality of life changes, such as that. Ooh. What else is different about the HD version? The HD version of this run is actually significantly different from the SD version due to one trick. One special trick we like to call Doom zooming. So with this trick, the whole run is basically based around this trick. It lets us swim places very quickly, zip places very quickly, clip through walls, and it just involves having an item that you can move around with in first person. And once you have that item, you can hold certain position on your control stick to gain exponential speed in any direction you choose. The thing that's tricky about that trick is that if you hold it for too long, because the speed is exponential, I think it's over 7 or 8 seconds, you crash the game. So I guess that's the origin of the term Doom Zoom. Do you want to talk about the languages of the Z?
So I think so Japanese is fastest in SD, right?
Yes.
So in this game, the game actually displays Japanese characters, I think 1 character per frame, but all other languages displays them 3 characters per frame. So Japanese is not the fastest here. And of the other languages, Italian ends up being the fastest, so we're playing in Italian today.
So, in terms of what I'm doing right now, this might look a little bit different to you if you've ever watched the world record runs for this game. The world record runs, they do a trick at the very beginning of the game called the manual super swim, where through 5 minutes of frame-perfect pauses and inputs at 30 frames per second, they're able to gain an enormous amount of backward speed in the water, and then they immediately use that speed to swim to the place where you get an item that you can doom zoom with, and then the game starts breaking. That trick is not marathon friendly, so we're doing basically the casual version of that, where we play through the entire game up until that point where we can get that item, and then we start playing, breaking the game. So what I did right now, you're going to see that. You're going to see that quite a few times. That's a save warp. Every island that you're on has a position that you're loaded to when you load up the game after you save. So this one happens to be here in front of the watchtower, and it's faster for me to quit the game and load it again than to walk from Grandma's house back to this platform here. So save warping lets us get around islands faster. And like I said, what we're doing right now, this isn't actually anything different from the casual runs. we're just progressing the story to the point where we get to Dragon Roost Island, which is where we get the grapple hook. Whoops.
Which allows us to doom zoom.
Exactly. It allows us to doom zoom. Okay. Anyone who's not familiar with this game, this is the GameCube. This was originally the GameCube Legend of Zelda title. It involves a giant sea-based world. The world is flooded. There's islands all over the world, and you're supposed to sail your boat from island to island, doing a bunch of quests, saving your sister and saving the world in general from Ganon.
In usual Zelda fashion.
In usual Zelda fashion. You know, I feel like they've reused that formula a few times.
Yeah, a couple times. It's similar for sure.
Similar.
But it's his sister this time.
Yeah, so later.
At least for now.
Alright. So, my sister says I have to go. My sister says I have to go save that girl or do something about this. So I'm gonna go quickly learn from old guru man.
How do I save girl from bird?
Yeah, how to save girl from bird. He's gonna give me the sword, and then I'm gonna go save that girl, who happens to be the leader of a pirate gang named Tetra. So here, old man teaches me the art of the sword. This is some like Shaolin fist or something. I don't know. It actually goes into like a training montage here. What? Alright. And we can actually speed this up a little bit. By holding certain directions on the stick. We can hit him faster than we usually should be able to. And we do quick spins here instead of actually charging the attacks. So if I do that on the first 2 frames that it appears, I get the second one faster, but it's pretty difficult to do. Wonderful. All right, so that's it. We're going to get the sword, and then again, we're going to save warp out of here, and we're going to go save Tetra. Did that have a TM there? Did you see that?
I missed it.
It looked like there was a TM at the end of that sentence. I'm pretty sure that's not the case, but...
I hope you paid for old man's training course.
No, he gave it out of the kindness of his heart.
As long as you tell all your friends about him.
Yo, free advertising. All right. So now we got the sword. We are well equipped to take on the terrors of the top of this island. And you'll notice that I'm rolling everywhere. Rolling is faster than walking. I don't know what else to say about that. Yeah, rolling's faster than walking. If you've watched Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, you might be asking why I'm not backwalking. Backwalking in those games is faster, but not in this game. So I just roll everywhere. It's also a little bit handier, because like backwalking can be a pain in the butt if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's Tetra. While I'm in the forest here, I'm going to pick up some rupees, which I'll need later. I need to buy the sail for my boat that I'm going to get. So there's some rupees in this log, and I can do a sneaky little quick spin to pick them up instead of crawling through the log. Don't even have to fight this guy. Just going to roll back here. Oh gosh. Please. Thank you. Okay. And some more rupees here. Oh wow, that was really bad actually. I need more than that. Okay, whatever. It's just RNG. Those bushes can drop some rupees, but the amount is RNG.
The pesky RNG.
And let's see if I can... Oh, shoot. Okay. Whatever. That wasn't the fastest fight, but that's okay.
That guy went for a sweet dropkick.
Yeah, he did. Those guys have been training with the old man we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Dude, the advertising works, I'm telling you.
They're salty that you didn't pay.
Yeah, they're salty that I didn't pay and they had to. Oh, Chibota. Oh, right. So the second fastest language for this game
Spanish?
is Spanish. And so Italian is actually only available on the PAL version of this game, which I have, while Spanish is only, I think Spanish is available on the NTSC version, and probably also the PAL version. So if you have NTSC, the fastest you can play is Spanish. And I kind of wish it was the fastest version.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we're playing on Italian because now we don't get to see Ganondorf call Link muchacho.
Yeah, that's probably the best part of playing on Spanish, but... Muchacho. Yeah, so the beginning of this run is relatively cutscene heavy. I guess maybe we'll talk about some stuff. I can talk about the history of this game, or the run for this game. If you've been following this game at all, you'll know, maybe you've heard of the infamous barrier skip. Barrier skip was for a long time considered to be an impossible trick that, if found, would cut the speedrun down by multiple hours. And they found it 2 years ago? Maybe it was 2 years ago or so. Where this seemingly impassable barrier that blocks the end game was able to be passed without getting the required items for it. So they found that skip, but there was another issue. After getting past that barrier, there's one situation where you need a hook shot to get up to a certain platform. And if you're doing the fastest route with the barrier skip, you don't get the hook shot. So how are you supposed to get up there? Do a very, very difficult, very low chance success rate trick called the fairy hover. It was estimated to have like
5% success rate?
Yep.
So you play a run. This is right before the Ganon fight.
Yep.
And I guess like the last 5 minutes of the run. So you play the game for about an hour, and then you bank on that 5% chance, or else your run is just dead.
And every time you lost it, it was like multiple minute time loss, I believe. Recently, though, oh gosh, come on. Just talk. Like, random people want to talk to you. It's like, yo, I'm in the middle of a speed run, don't you see?
Local friendly doom
Right,
zoom.
we're gonna do a quick backflip here. Bam. We were actually going into Grandma's house to steal the family heirloom and leave.
Doom
zoom.
I know what you did.
So we came to Grandma's house to steal the family heirloom there, the shield. And Grim Gram actually is a master tactician. She foresaw what we were doing, took the heirloom, and confronts us about it. But she loves us very much, so she just says, do what you do, and come back safe. Something along those lines. I don't read Italian, but...
Very sad little cutscene.
Yeah, it's a pretty sad cutscene. And then we don't even talk to her, say bye or anything. We just leave. Bye, Grim Gram.
Slam the door behind us.
And now we're just going to, again, keep progressing the story. We're going to get on the pirate ship, which is going to take us to the first mini dungeon called Forsaken Fortress. And like I said, we're just going by the books for now. When we get in Forsaken Fortress, we're going to start doing some kind of wonky stuff. Also, the route that I'm doing, you've probably never seen before. Even if you've watched
a custom Kneat0 edition speedrun.
Even if you've watched the speedruns for this game before, you've probably never seen this route before. It's wonky. It's got some pretty complicated parts. But it was theorized by I have to give some shout outs because two people in particular helped me learn this route for this marathon, which is a relatively marathon safe route compared to the alternatives. So I have to give shout outs to Jiffy Runs and Ian, I think it's Ian Miles.
Yeah.
Both of them helped me a lot with this route. And I think, I'm not sure, I think might have been Jiffy who even like created this route in the first place. So yeah, shoutouts to those two. Check them out because they both stream this game as well on Twitch. So that's Ian Miles and Jiffy Runs. So right now, again, just continuing the story, we're going to quickly play this minigame underneath the ship in order for us to speed up, well, not speed up time, but actually get to the Forsaken Fortress.
Still just playing the game normally and advancing the
nothing
storyline.
special. If you've ever played this game before, this all should look pretty kosher to you. And so these mini games, they look like no big deal. Like they look pretty casual, not too difficult. But if you've actually tried them, you might know how freaking frustrating this is. I had Zed playing this.
It's not fun.
I remember this minigame in particular to just be terrible.
Yeah, it's,
Yep. And there's a few variants of it too. It's not like this is the only time you ever do it. In this route, I have to do it like 2 or 3 times. And every time it's just terrible. So Zed was having some trouble with it earlier. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. Okay,
nice. First try. Let's go.
That wasn't a... Okay, thanks, guys. That wasn't a trick, but... At least I didn't fall down. That's probably pretty embarrassing.
Not yet. You're not in the door yet. There we go.
There we go. Okay. And again, I'm going to use that trick I talked about before where I save warp. I save the game, I go back to the title screen, I start the game up, because that's faster than actually going back above deck. So, and that's another thing that's really nice about the HD version of this game. We get to use the gamepad, which means that stuff like item equips, saving, exiting, everything is very quick with the touchpad. You don't have to stop your gameplay in order to do a lot of stuff. So it's pretty handy. So that's Forsaken Fortress over there, and there's the giant dumb bird who stole my sister. Is that a bird? Is it
A bird?
plane?
A plane?
I think it's a bird.
It might be a bird.
I think I
Flies
just
like a
lost
bird.
time. Oh, whoops. It might be a bird. I think it's Big Bird, actually.
Straight out of Sesame Street.
Straight out of Sesame Street. It's making the cameo appearance in the Zelda title for the first time.
The crossover we've all been waiting for. That's Big Bird, all right.
So I'm going to get tossed in here after these cutscenes. And the first thing that I'm going to do that's a little bit weird, out of the ordinary compared to a casual run of the game. Also, look at this devilish smile real quick before I say anything. This is evil incarnate right here.
The facial expressions in this game are incredible.
Yeah, like look at also Link here. He like realizes he's in a catapult.
He's not happy about it.
No. Yeah. Oh, the other thing. So if I was doing the fastest route, that character there that you just saw, the pirate, his name is Gonzo. And if I don't do this route, so if I skip saving Tetra at the beginning, Gonzo never gets loaded into the game. But he's an actor in a few scenes that happen anyways. Like he's supposed to carry your sister out of a cell at one point.
Yeah.
But if you never watch that, if you never do that first part, Gonzo never gets loaded into the game. So during that cutscene, Gonzo is Gonzo. He's not there.
The things that he interacts with still move, so
Yep.
you see Link's sister just floating around. Tetra's talking at nothing.
Yeah. So that's something you won't be able to see because that's a different route for this game. But anyways, so right here I'm going to do something, what I was mentioning before, the Gossip Stone skip. It allows me to come back to this place later when I want to get bombs from here. So it's a pretty precise little jump. First try, nice.
So by going this way, he avoids walking up the staircase, which would normally trigger a cutscene, which gives him the Gossip Stone. And the Gossip Stone is an item that basically, once you have it, the game knows that you've been here before. and you can't get back. So we skip the Gossip Stone cutscene so we can come back here later, and we'll pick up the Gossip Stone the next time we're here.
All right, and here's a little precise jump.
Nice.
Into the window there. And right now I'm going to go... and now I'm going to take out the... I'm going to take out the guards at the top of this tower because he's controlling a spotlight that I need to get by in a little bit. So I'm going to chuck this at him. Come here. Oh, shoot. I should have lured him. My bad. Okay, so there's a little bit of a faster strat, so I'm going to see if I can do it. If I can just knock him off here, he dies immediately. Yeah, we got
nice.
it. All right.
Got the ring out.
Got the ring out. All right. And we're going to do this again. Oh, I missed it. Oh, that's bad. All right, so we lose some time.
Run.
We got to do the Gossip Stone skip again. But that's okay. Not a big deal. Nice. That's actually way more hard. Like, that's pretty hard. I don't usually get it first try, so pretty happy with that. And then I'm just going to go back up there. I have to try the window jump again. Hopefully this time we get it. Okay. Take it nice and easy this time. There we go.
Good.
All right. And now that I took out that the first try,
the first bonk of the game.
Oh, first bonk. All right. Yeah, you guys at home, you should keep a tally of how many times I bonk because
can we
it's
get
going
a
to be
bonk counter
plenty.
going in chat?
If I was donating for the number of times I bonked, I'd be broke by the end of this. So I'm trying to make it to the end of this dungeon here to get my sword back, get thrown out of this dungeon by Big Bird, and then end up on a different island. And that's where I'm going to meet the King of Red Lions, who's my boat, and I have to buy him a sail. So I'm going to do a little skip here. You can actually get past these guys if you go fast enough. It's... Oh no. Oh, no. Okay.
You're good.
That was spooky. If you go fast enough, you can skip past those guys. But if you're in their line of sight for too long, or they get too close to you, they'll just catch you. So I'm going to do it again here with another pig. And then they'll throw you in the jail, and you have to basically do this entire dungeon again. Whoops, that's bad. I don't know if this will work.
Oh, unfortunate.
Ouch. Okay, so yeah. I wasn't fast enough, so he caught me. He was like from forever away. I don't know why. This game changed that from the SD version. Oh, shoot. Okay, right. No big. So now, unfortunately, I have to do this section again. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm just trying to get through the Forsaken Fortress, and not much else to it. So here I can go left. Also, my stomach like clenches up every time I go for those ropes. Like I have a little bit of like some pretty bad nightmares about missing those ropes. Not only from like the mini game, but anytime you have to deal with them. They're pretty spooky. So I'm here again.
It doesn't look like you're going to make it.
Yeah, it never does. Their hitboxes are pretty jank. Okay, and now we're going to attempt that again, except we're going to do it better this time. Thanks, Jai. So this one is a little bit... This one's not as hard. The one up top is a little bit more precise. So there we go.
One down.
One down, one more. Yeah, it's just if you bonk or lose any speed here, really. Okay, all right, so now I'm just going to do this the casual way.
Playing it safe. Shoutouts to Solid Snake.
Play Solid Snake. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could probably get by him if I... Man. He's really not playing with us today.
He's real suspicious.
Yeah, I don't want to get thrown in the cell again, so let's wait for him to walk by. Sometimes he'll like pause right next to you and put his head in your barrel. Like, let's see. All right, we good. So slight delay there. Sorry, guys. And now we're gonna do. We have to do some sidling here. The game has kind of a weird thing you can do where you can speed up your sidles by letting the stick go neutral in the middle, and it like interrupts the animation. It makes you go a little bit faster. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's just a little bit faster to do this than just straight up sidle. And this is where the light is, or was, that we got rid of. All right. Okay, and now we get our sword back. We're actually going to do this twice. So this is the first time. So like I said, like Zed said, we skipped the Gossip Stone the first time, so we can come back here and do this whole... Wow. And
He's fighting back.
yeah, this is a pretty rough segment for me. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so we skipped the Gossip Stone, so we can do this whole thing one more time a little bit later.
So one of the main mechanics that the speedrun revolves around is manipulating the state of the game and how that changes certain spawns or like your inventory depending on where you go.
Facial expressions.
Sorry?
Facial expressions.
Oh yeah, the delayed reaction to his sister. So we manipulate the game state so that we can change what's in our inventory or get to certain places that you wouldn't be able to get to normally.
By
And-
triggering certain loading zones out of order, sequence breaking,
Yeah.
cutscenes, yep. And we're going to do that later.
Yes.
To go back in time to the point where we didn't have our sword. Basically, before what I just did now. It's a little bit confusing. Actually, even for me, it's a bit confusing.
We're going to get very familiar with this island. in
Yes, we're going to
particular.
be here a couple of times. And hopefully those few times I've navigated a bit better than I did this time. But yeah, there's also two different versions of Forsaken Fortress. The current one we're in is what we call Forsaken Fortress 1. You can think of it as an instance. It's not actually connected to the rest of the world. So like, if you left the Forsaken Fortress, like got out of bounds, you wouldn't be in the overworld. You'd just be in the Forsaken Fortress, and then you would like, you'd zone out or whatever. You void out, sorry. But later, we're going to go into Forsaken Fortress 2, which is the one that's actually on the game map, the game world map. Doom Zoom.
Sfegalotti.
So again, for anyone who missed it, Doom Zoom is what we like to call the most important trick of the game. And I've been just playing through the game basically casually in order to get to the point where we get an item that allows us to Doom Zoom. And then things get wonky. So this is the King of Red Lions. He's our boat. He talks. He laughs too. Actually, he laughs a lot. He's a high and mighty talking boat who doesn't have a sail. And we can't go anywhere with him until we find a sail on this island. But the guy who wants to sell us the sail, he has an issue.
He's very concerned about his little friend Tingle,
Yeah.
who's in jail.
Yeah, so his friend Tingle got thrown in jail, and we literally cannot buy the sail from this guy until we free Tingle. So that's the only reason we do that. We go to the jail cell, we free this strange green-clothed fairy boy. Actually, that sounds familiar. And we free him from his jail cell. And then finally, the merchant will actually sell us the sail. And then we can go to the island where we get Doomsoo.
That's where things really get exciting and really stop making any sense.
All right. So I need some rupees. You saw me doing rupee collection earlier. That was in order to buy the sail. The sail costs 80 rupees. And apparently that's discounted. Like that, to me, it seems pretty steep. I'm pretty sure we're getting scalped here. But he says because we freed his friend Tingle, he's going to give us a discount on the sail, and it costs 80 rupees. So I need to just get some rupees. Here's the cell that Tingle is stored in, and we just hit the switch to open the cell. I personally, Wind Waker Tingle is my favorite rendition of Tingle. What? I'd never even noticed he says a different rhyme in the Italian version.
I'm not familiar with his lines, to be honest.
In English, he has, I think it's hoop loop kulu limpa or something like that, but he definitely just said something like kuru. What?
He said tingle, dingle, dingle.
Tingle, dingle, mingle.
He says something different in this one. Oh, that's good. So he also gives us the Tingle bottles. So, oh, right, map Tingle, so we can find him later on his island. And he gives us the Tingle bottle, which is an item that when Nintendo Online Service for the Wii U existed, you could send other people messages in bottles, and they would just receive them like on shores and find them floating in the ocean. But we don't have online on right now, and even if we did, I don't think you can do that anymore. Okay, so I am actually just a little bit short on rupees, so I have to get this this bottle here, or this pot here, and then this one here too. And now we can buy the sail. Do I want it for 80 rupees? He doesn't even tell me what it is too. He just, like, in English, he says it's a mystical thing.
He does look like
he looks like an
ice
ice climber. That's great. So now I have the sail. I go back to King of Red Lions. And he's teaching me how to sail now. Yep, I got it. And now we're actually going to go to Dragon Roost Island, where we get Doomsoo. I keep saying it just because I like the way it sounds.
Everyone can use more Doomsoo.
Also, you might notice.
Yeah, so he's sail pumping because it speeds up the travel. When you pull the sail out, you get a little burst of speed, and it's faster than just keeping it out.
Additionally, I need to play this mini game here. I just need 10 rupees because I need to try to play. Later, I'm gonna have to play a game that costs 10 rupees to play. It's gonna be part of the go back in time trick. So now I have all the rupees that I need, and I can go straight for the island. So the island you see off in the distance, that's Dragon Roost Island, and at the top is a dragon. His name is Valu. And he's in a bit of a pickle. His butt is getting pinched.
Yep. Accurate.
That's like, there's no other way to describe it. There's a boss in the cavern who's pinching his butt. But we're not gonna help Valu out because it's not fast to do so. So his butt will be eternally pinched.
His fate is sealed.
His fate is sealed. So, again, still, if you've played this casually, this shouldn't look all that different from what you might remember this game to be. We're going to be doing most of this island the intended way, except for the very beginning. We can skip the bomb. There's a puzzle right in front of us where we're supposed to blow up a bunch of rocks with bombs, but we can skip that just by doing a set of precise jumps. So that's what we're going to do. But after that, basically it's business as usual again. And this is the Wind Waker. It's this game's version of the Ocarina. And we actually never play a single song in this route. Not once. Instead, there's two different uses that we have for the Wind Waker that I think Zed can explain.
One of them is to actually stop all of your momentum during a Doom Zoom, because you don't want to go too zoom with your Doom Zooms. I actually don't think I know what the second one is.
The second one is to gain invincibility from knockback.
Ah, yes.
Oops.
For the barrier skip.
Right. Precise jumps.
Very
There we
important
go.
later in the game.
We just made it. Yeah, so not only does pulling out the Wind Waker cancel all of Link's speed, which is helpful for getting rid of Doom Zoom speed in certain situations. Additionally, if you pull the Wind Waker so when we're doing barrier skip, we're going to need it because we can cancel the barrier's knockback by pulling Wind Waker on a very specific frame. That will cause us not to get knocked back anymore, which allows us to do the barrier skip. So that's the only two uses of the Wind Waker we have in this route. Ooh, I wonder if the people at home can see can they see the game behind us? No.
No, it's a white screen.
Oh, it's just a white screen. You guys might have gone a free show to watching Smash 4 pools, I guess. Is it pools or bracket?
It's doubles.
Yeah, they're playing doubles back there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's doubles pools.
Is it just friendlies, though, I think?
Sorry?
It's just friendlies today, right?
Oh, is it?
I'm not sure.
Doubles is doing bracket.
Oh, doubles is on today. Okay, I see.
Anyways, so like I was saying before, the gamepad is pretty handy for this game because it lets us do equips while we're actually doing gameplay. Oops. Not sure what happened there. I think I might have lost connection for a second. We can do equips in the midst of gameplay, and we use that the most during this segment after this cutscene here. This is the king of the island, and his son has an issue.
Yeah, bird person.
He looks like bird person. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so these people are just bird people. But anyways, he gave me a letter that I have to deliver. Whoops. But I'm going to try to do the equips while I'm moving here. Or he gave me the bag where I can carry the letter that this character is going to give me. And I'm going to carry the letter to the king's son, and that progresses the story to where we can actually get into the cavern.
I just now noticed the little like biohazard thing on her shirt. What's up with that?
Oh, whoops. Okay, I didn't get the equip there. There. Okay. So you see, that was pretty quick compared to pausing the game and then equipping. I was able to do it mostly during my movement. And this is the king's son. I gave him a letter from, I believe it's from his father. It makes him, I don't know. I don't think it actually changes his mind about anything. He just says I'm nosy. But it just means that now I can actually get to Dragon Roost Cavern. And I'm not going to roll on these stairs because most of the time you bonk there. I'm going to try to keep the bonk count.
There's another one for the counter.
We're going to try to keep the bonk count low. And right now, this is on a cycle. So Zed, if you want to explain.
Yeah, so here he's going to have to toss this girl over this broken bridge. But the wind is changing directions very frequently, and if he's fast enough, he can get this in one cycle. Otherwise, he's going to have to wait for the wind to be blowing towards the end of the bridge again.
So yeah, we'll see if I get the one cycle. Otherwise, we lose a bit of time. I got you. All right, so she's saying, pick me up and toss me over there. Okay, so far so good. We got it.
Good.
Nice.
Sweet. And now, as thanks for helping her out, she gives us a little token very dear to her heart. An empty bottle.
A nice decorative mug to add to the shelf.
It comes with the cork.
It comes with a free cork. All right, so I equip the bottle, and then I get some water here. And with this water, I'm going to feed the bomb plant. Oh my gosh. I'm going to feed the withered bomb plant up here. Use the bomb to blow up that rock, and then I can swim across and get into Dragon Roost. Cavern. Get into the cavern. Good stuff. Sometimes, so that ledge there, it's a little bit deceptively, it's actually kind of deceptively difficult. That was, did that last longer than usual? That seemed like it just
kind of
stayed
felt
there.
like it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that was weird.
The game is running at like 5 FPS.
So
More RNG.
that's actually kind of a difficult toss, followed by 2 more difficult tosses, which I'm about to do here. It's deceptively hard to nail these shots with the bombs. Nice. 1 failure. Okay, I think we got that. Yep. And
Nice.
this one's a little bit tougher.
Shooting threes.
Yep. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Not bad.
And we didn't... Do you hear something saying 2 times faster, like 100 times? I think it was a Bell commercial. I was like, is someone telling me to go faster at this? Like,
Can
I'm
you
doing the
play
best
this
I
game
can.
at least 2 times faster right now, Joe?
I know I'm no Linkus or anything, but I'm trying my best. Oh,
That's 3 for the bonk counter.
up the bonk counter. Wait, that's it, Jai? I
run's
have to
over.
quit? All right, we can squeeze through here. And if we're quick, we can get that in a nice position to light these up.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's javelin this. Yeah, we did it.
Ooh, Link the Olympic Javelier.
I miss that more often than I hit it. It's pretty embarrassing. Then you have to like go chase the javelin around.
Very awkward to go walk over
Yeah.
and pick up the stick again.
I just called it a javelin. Like I'm
Yeah.
in my head, Link is a javelier, which is now a word. Okay. So yeah, nothing special going on. We're just going through this as fast as we can. I'll do some optimized movement here
Hopefully with as few bonks as possible.
with a few bonks as possible. Yep. Pull this out. Go here. We made a good cycle, so we don't have to wait for the fire. Oop, keys. Keys want to give me a keys. Yeah, okay, we got the roll
Got the
too.
roll, sweet.
So you can roll into the exploding rock if you're real quick. Let's see if we can get the cutscene skip here. Yep, we did it.
Very nice.
You just have to position the camera in a specific way there, and you skip like a 2-second cutscene.
Baited and outsmarted.
Baited.
See you later, Chew.
Come on. All right. Nope. There we go. That's what I wanted. I'm not supposed to kill him. I'm just trying to take his sword from him. And break this, and watch this arm.
The kid's a natural.
He's nuts, dude. Nope. Okay. All right. Great.
Now you're just showing off.
Come on, man. Oh, wow. That was really convenient. They hit me, and I dropped it because of that. Yeah, new strat. You heard it here, You heard it here first, folks. That's the word. Okay. And we got the roll again. I'm getting better at that.
You are, man.
Whoops. Says the guy speedrunning the game. Oh, I can do this now.
That's a pleasant surprise.
That's a pleasant surprise.
Marathon day.
Please quick spin. Thank you. I just wanted the stick. Where's the stick? Ah, shoot. So, yeah, if you can avoid those. Where the heck did the stick go? Oh. There we go. If you can avoid getting these pickups, it's a little bit faster because you don't have to watch those cutscenes, but sometimes the enemies get in your way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we're going to do a couple little skips. If I'm on a good cycle, I won't have to wait for this. It doesn't sound like I'm on a good cycle. Yeah, I can actually get hit off there. Alright. Okay, that's not bad. We're supposed to do some sidling and like some ledge maneuvering, but you can actually jump these gaps here with a good angle. So right there. And we're going to do another one. This one's a bit more precise. So I'm going to turn.
Nice.
Nice.
Nailed
That's
it.
really spooky if you mess that up, because you start all the way at the door again. Okay, let's not... I've messed this up earlier in practice. There we go. Nice. Okay, no issues. You're impressed?
We're all impressed, Jai.
That's good. I aim to impress. No. Okay, are you impressed still? All right, so I didn't lose your admiration yet. Okay. Doomzoom. I love how many times they say your name in this. Good. We're gonna get a key. Whoops, that was goofy.
Weird, yeah.
Whoops, don't want that one. Why is that one now on fire? Okay. Nice. We got the jump too. Karate mice too. Karate rats, actually. Right, so now we have the key, and we can go through this door. Please. This room is a little bit of a mess with the camera and targeting the rats all the time. Okay.
More commercials.
Yeah, seriously.
And we get another key to get through the next door.
Still warm.
Yeah, really nothing special here. Just doing stuff quick, like a speedrun would imply. Okay, javelin toss. I got the rebound.
Let's go.
All right, that's nice.
Calculated.
Okay. And now we're going to be coming up on... Actually, it's a little bit after this. So this is like the first little fight sequence. I have to kill 3 bokoblins, so that's 1. The second one's hiding there, and the third one's in a pot. I'm going to try to fight these 2 at the same time.
Nice.
Nice. That was really good. This movement, less so, but we're okay. That was a really good fight. And we just want to get as close to here as possible while they're dying, so we can get a head start after the cutscene. Okay. Oh, this one's tricky. This part's based on RNG. There's a little guy in the middle who... yeah, he can kind of block you, and you're trying to make a cycle, so... Oh, we just made it!
Nice.
Oh, okay.
That was spooky.
Yeah, that was super spooky. Okay. I'm playing
on
hot?
fire.
No, it's just the lava, man. I'd rolled too early there.
Does that one go towards the bonk counter?
That's a bomb.
That's a bonk.
I think that's a
Yeah,
bonk.
that's a
Confirmed bonk.
You're out.
I already had 3. This is like number 5. Or 4? Is it
I think
4
it's
or
number
5?
4.
Okay, number 4. Alright, so for some reason, rolling on these stairs makes you bonk, but not these ones. And now we have another fight sequence, where I'm going to try again to kill 2 people basically at the same time. Oh. No. That wasn't great. You don't want to knock them down without killing them, because then you have to wait for them to get back up, and then slow. Now remember that big guy who caught me earlier and threw fire on me? This is some payback for that. I'm gonna beat him up real bad with a big sword. Oops. Ow. Ow.
Ooh,
Come on, man.
that late hit.
Not a great fight.
This big sword does twice as much damage as Link's regular
Yep.
sword here.
The regular sword. Okay, let's see if I can get the javelin here. Oops, whoops.
Die!
Oh, okay. I tried to style there and I lost time for it. My bad. But finally, there's Valu getting his butt pinched. But finally, we get the Doom Zoom. And this is where things start getting a little bit crazy. This is where the run starts changing up from what you might be used to. Doop-up-a-boo. So the grapple hook lets me do Doom Zoom. And after this sequence, I'm going to start doing some crazy stuff. I'll explain it as I get there. But right now, I'm going to do a quick save quit to warp me to the beginning of this dungeon. So now, when I load the game back up, it brings me to the beginning of the dungeon. I'm going to leave said dungeon and do another save quit to bring me now I'm just on the island. And when I save quit again, it's going to bring me to the beginning of the island. And that's the next place I wanted to go to. And this is where the Doom Zoom comes in. How many times can we say Doom Zoom in a run?
There's a lot more Doom Zoom to go around.
Okay. So I'm going to get to that island over there using the Doom Zoom. All right, so I'm going to turn off this. I'm turning off gyro controls. Okay, this should be good speed. Nope, I got caught. So that's a preview of the Doom Zoom.
So when he's paused here, he's building up speed exponentially, and he can use land that slopes into water and move backwards really fast and start super swimming or Doom Zooming. Ooh, super fast.
Maybe we can salvage this? Yes, we can.
Looking good.
Okay, so I just wanted to get here. I had way too much speed, but we accidentally made it to the flight platform. Now this part, this is probably the hardest trick in the run, and it might take me a couple of tries. So I'm going to save this before, at a certain point here, so we can attempt this multiple times. This is, I don't know if you want to explain the back in time thing and losing sword or whatever.
Sure. Yeah. So he starts a mini game here at the flight platform, and he's trying to reach, you're trying to get back to Dragon Roost Island, right? In that state. And if he ever drowns or goes through a loading zone, he's no longer in the state of this minigame. So it's actually impossible to... He has to load his save from right now. Anytime that he doesn't get this trick. So first he has to island hop from this platform to Dragon Roost Island, which is where he builds an incredible amount of speed, and basically in one tick it zips him from here to the island. It's extremely precise. He's got a metronome going right now, so he can Doom Zoom for the correct amount of time. Looks like he didn't go far enough.
I didn't save.
Oh, you didn't save?
No.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Where are we
I forgot to
now?
save. That's okay. So that just means we have to do the swim back to that platform. It doesn't take that much time, but ideally I would save once I get to that platform. Yeah, so I'm here. Zed, I told you to remind me to save the save and do gyro and everything. All right, so turn off gyro again.
Yeah.
And let's get a good one here. This should be good. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, didn't lose too much time.
Or is it?
Oh, too slow? Yeah.
Man. All right, this can be tough. Again, because the Doom Zoom is based on an exponential timer, being a little bit over or a little bit under can greatly change the amount of speed that you have. So, again, I'm just turning off the gyro there. There we go. That's nice.
Real juicy. So now we're going to save.
Now we're going to save.
So anytime he fails the island hop, he can come back here and try it again.
Yeah. It definitely might take me a couple of tries to do this too, because this is a very precise trick, followed by another difficult trick. And if I fail either of them, then I have to redo this whole segment.
So the island hop, he has to not only charge his speed for a very, very, very precise amount of time, he also has to hold a precise position on the stick while he does it. And then after that, he has to do a big super swim that is difficult because, well, I guess we'll talk more about that when he gets there.
Once I get there, yeah. That makes sense. All right.
He's using a metronome right now to charge up for the correct amount of time.
I think this is good. Yep.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So we hopped back to the island that we originally were at, but as Zed was saying before, this game has a lot of different states for the world, the overworld. And this is not the same island that I was just on. Even though it looks exactly the same, it's not in the same state.
So if he voids out or hits the loading zone, he loses the state he's in, which he needs. Right now he's trying to, if I can remember correctly, I think you're trying to get back to the pirate ship so you can lose your sword.
Yes.
So the state of the pirate ship right now is kind of back before Link got his sword, and for whatever reason, the game decides to take the sword out of your inventory. Sorry? Oh, yeah. You got your map open? Yeah, he's got it open. So he's pause buffering here to avoid Fire Island and Ice Island. They're complex geometry, so when the game tries loading them, for whatever reason, you lose all of your speed. And that makes you basically stop dead in the water, and you're going to end up drowning, and then you have to do the island hop.
Nice. We did it.
We're in there.
Nice. Okay, so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but we're just trying to get into this pirate ship to lose our sword so we can go back to Forsaken Fortress again with the Doom Zoom, which allows us to get bombs. So all I do is go in here, and when I come back out, for some reason, the game, basically, I don't like the phrase, but for lack of a better term, the game gets confused and takes my sword away and puts me outside the Forsaken Fortress. So now I'm just going to save quit again. And this should put me on Islo Tora. What's that? Windfall Island. And now I'm going to go back to Forsaken Fortress in order to get bombs, now that I have the Doom Zoom. This is Forsaken Fortress 1.
And this is our third time there?
Is this the third time?
I think it is.
Might be. Oh, that's not
Is this
a lot.
only the second?
Yeah, I think we've only been there once. Right. Pull the Ocarina to lose our speed. Okay, that should be enough. Yep, we're good.
I feel like there needs to be some sort of voice, just making fast and rewinding as he goes back to the island.
There we go. Okay, so there's only a few ways to get into Forsaken Fortress 1. Like I said, that's an instanced zone of the map, so you can't actually travel there from the overworld. But if you don't have your sword, which we just did, we lost our sword, you can get caught by these guys. And when you get caught, they'll throw you into the cell in Forsaken Fortress 1. So now we're back there. And that's why we lost our sword.
Yeah, not before they set you on fire.
Yeah, not before they set you on fire. They're pretty vicious. They're getting back at me for beating up their buddy up on Dragon Roost. And we sneaking around here, snakily, yeah. Right, and here I'm just going to do some Doom Zoom movement. Quick little clip here. Oh, that's bad. That's not good. What's next? Getting caught? Yeah, probably just getting caught.
Ooh, is that a bonk? Eddie raises a very important question.
Sorry. Is that a bonk?
Is that a bonk?
No, I didn't bonk into anything.
I think you might have bonked into something.
No way.
You were in the air.
Yeah, but like, it's a bonking requires rolling. I didn't roll.
I don't know. The bonk judges say
All
otherwise.
Right. I'm not a bonk judge, so I wouldn't know. I guess we'll up the counter to 5. Or are we even further than that now?
I think that would be 5.
All right, there we go. Oakley dokley. So now we're actually going to get the Gossip Stone. Having the Gossip Stone tells the game, so it changes the state of the pirate ship. Remember, I was in the pirate ship and I played a mini game in the bottom of it. Having the Gossip Stone changes the state of the pirate ship. So next time I go in it, it doesn't give me the same mini game. It's going to give me the bomb mini game, which is what I need to do. That's basically why I'm here. I'm trying to get into the pirate ship to get bombs, and getting the Gossip Stone now sets the state of the pirate ship to bomb mode, basically. Oops. Okay, alright. Trying to do some swaggy doom zooms there, and got hit with the fat cutscene for it. Okay. So you can actually see the pirate ship out there in the distance, and I'm going to get over there. Believe it or not.
Use of yet another Doom Zoom.
Yes, yet another. I have to do a pretty precise jump here to get out of bounds. It's a little bit tricky. That isn't good. I have to basically roll right at the ledge and aim for a certain spot. Oh, we did it. I didn't think that was going to work. Okay, and from here, we can position ourselves so that we can doom zoom onto the ship. So I align myself here, I charge up some speed, and suddenly I'm on the rock next to the ship. And here, I'm going to zip into the ship. Oops, alright, that's a little bit wonky. Try again. Oh, okay, that's rough. That one's tough. But we can try it again.
Wow, you climbed back on really fast.
Yeah, that doesn't happen that fast usually.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get back onto this rock. Alright, I didn't have enough speed again.
Yeah.
My doom
This one
zooming
might
is
not be
rusty,
so
guys.
smooth.
Alright, so now you guys get to see how difficult it actually can be to get onto this rock.
It's very finicky.
There we go. Let's try it one more time. Oh,
That was really weird.
What?
What happened?
I'm not sure. I think I clipped into the rock. All right. Again.
It was just RNG.
It was just, yeah, that's how you explain it. There we
Nice.
go. All right, we're in the ship, and now we're going to get bombs. We have to play a mini game down in the basement with Nico again. Basement. Do ships have basements? No,
Yeah.
they have hulls. So we're playing another mini game with Nico, and this time, if we win, we get the bombs. This mini game is even harder than the last one. The last one I got through unscathed. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 here. It's difficult to do casually, and then to do it fast is also very difficult. Taking out my metronome. There we go. I had the metronome in my ear for the longest time there. Okay.
Taking it out of the front, going insane.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna miss it now. Shoot, I missed the cycle because I got on to... Yeah.
It looks like you can just
Yeah.
as soon as he grabs the next rope, it looks like he was tapping it again and carrying.
Okay, one more. Come on. Oh, no! Oh, that's bad.
That's rough.
Okay, I think I can get this one if it moves. Yep.
Nice. Saved.
So that's a little backup strat there, once it moves. It's a little bit faster. Okay, come on. Nice. I'm just going to play it safe. I don't like the positioning I have on this rope. Okay. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Having to redo this is big time waste. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. If you're too high, you can't actually get like a good far jump. So let's go. Rather safe than sorry.
Eddie's sitting over here going, is this a speed run or what?
I know, I'm doing this so slow. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to be embarrassed in front of all my friends. What if I fall down onto the ground here?
Nice.
Okay, there we go. So technically, I didn't fail it. Okay.
Nico's very impressed.
So at this point, you might be wondering what we're doing, just like in general with the route. I got the Doom Zoom item, and that allows us to very quickly acquire 3 key items that we'll need to beat the game. One of them is bombs, so we have that checked off. The second item is the Deku Leaf, and the third item that we need is the quiver / bow and arrows. So I got the bombs, I'm going to go get the Deku Leaf, and then I'm going to get the quiver after that.
And those are all the things that we need to get through the barrier, do the Morph Hover, and fight Ganon.
And in addition, whoops, saved. In addition, there's something called Trials Skip, which is, yeah, right before you fight Ganon. There's a bunch of trials that are like mini dungeons based on the dungeons that you've done already. And we can just skip it all if we have these items as well. So now I'm just going to be doing some crazy... It's going to look like nuts to you, but I have the gamepad in front of me, which makes the swims easier. So I'm going to be swimming first to the Great Deku Tree, which is over here to get the leaf.
All right.
And I think in Italian it's just tree archipelago. I think that's what Boshi is, just tree. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is called Forest Haven in English. And there's a big platforming section here that involves the grapple hook, but we can use the grapple hook in a different way to get through it. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Too much speed. All right. So remember how the 7 to 8 seconds crashes the game? Like that we almost got to see that live. I'm supposed to clip into this wall here. Like this. And then I can skip all this platforming, and I will get clipped up to the highest level of water when I'm swimming, which happens to be here. And now I'm in the loading zone for the Forest Haven. And I'm going to go talk to the Great Deku Tree. He's going to grow me a Deku Leaf. Very kind of him. And then I'm going to get the heck out of dodge. Doom Zoom.
Casual Doom Zoom.
Casual Doom Zoom. So Deku Tree has a big problem. He's not going to talk to me until I figure out a way to get this infection off of him. So I'm going to bonk into him, which actually I can just bonk into his root here. And then I have to pull a bomb and try to kill all of these guys. It's a little bit of a cluster here.
This is really a gruesome scene.
Yeah. So I killed all of the Chews, and now the Great Deku Tree will talk to me. But I love the expressions. But Link doesn't know Ancient Hylian. So the Great Deku Tree is like, oh, pardon me, let me just speak Italian, so so you get me better.
Capiche?
I'm also going to go for a little skip. I think Zed doesn't want me to do this one. I'm going to do...
I think it's ill-advised, but
I'm definitely going to do
you.
it. So there's... the Great Deku Tree is going to grow a leaf at the very top of him, and I'm supposed to use these... I don't know what they're called, babas, like the Deku Baba sprouts or something. I just have to jump into them to basically platform my way to the top of the Deku Tree. But you can skip the very last one due to a ridiculously large hitbox for the floor collision of one of the Great Deku Tree's branches. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but you'll see it, and it's going to look completely ridiculous when it happens. You're going to be like, oh, he just missed completely. Wait, no, he didn't miss at all.
He's standing on thin air.
I literally stand on thin air if I get it. So, and if I miss it, I lose like 30 seconds. And if I get it, it saves 5? Something. Yeah, so he grows his leaf up there, and we just have to get up top. But that platform right there that the leaf is on is way bigger than it looks. Oofa. Doomzoom. All right. So these are the bulbs that we're going to be shooting in and out of. In the meantime, I'm just doing a quick equip. That's the beauty of the gamepad. go. Okay, rope game flashbacks. All right, so it's coming up here, the skip. So not this bulb, but the next one is the last I'm gonna do.
There's one more bulb there for you, but we're gonna skip it.
Oh! Oh, brutal. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so yeah. I'm going for it again, Zed.
Now I don't agree with this.
We're not leaving this spot till I get that bulb skip. This is
It is a speed run after all.
So go.
We gotta
as
do the
tricky.
speedy strats.
Yeah, it's a speed strat, guys. All right. Sorry, guys. It's just too good to skip. Like, it's too good to not show people. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, let's go. There we go. That's good. Ta-da!
Nailed it.
And you're like, but how? And the game's like, because. All right, so I'm not going to do any of this. I'm just going to safe warp. And now here comes, so the first very precise, tough trick that I did was that flight control platform island hop with the metronome. This is the second precise trick, probably one of the tougher tricks that I have to do. I need to do a doom zoom into the water where there's no slopes except for just this little platform here. That was actually really good. Too good.
Ooh.
Too good. All right. Okay, I'm just going to save warp one more time. It's faster than sailing back. And yeah, so that is a very tricky transition from Doom Zoom into Super Swim. So I do a lap around the mailbox here to make the boat move a bit for a better position. And then I build up speed against this wall. That's good. Nice.
Wow, again.
Second try. Uh-oh.
A bit
That wasn't
slow.
enough speed. That's too slow. All right, I gotta do it again. Yeah, this is just one of like the tough ones. So again, I might be restarting this a couple more times. Hopefully I'll get it soon. But basically I build up speed forward against that little wall, and then I have to slide off the boat's barrel here into the water very slowly so I don't sploosh.
Thanks for hanging out, Jai.
Nice. This is good. See ya, dude. Thanks for sticking around.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
All right, we got it. So this is the island where I get Quiver from. So remember, I wanted to get 3 items: bombs,
Leaf.
bombs, leaf, and quiver. And this is the last item before we head to the end game. And then we're basically pretty close to done. This is a very precise clip. Probably will take me a few tries. Again, another tough trick.
Looking good.
Oh, hole in
Nice.
one. That's way harder than it looks. All right, that was good.
I
This
think
is-
you might be on world record pace, dude.
Let's see.
For the
this
Kneat0
is-
route?
This is easily PB pace. Like, I'm probably going to PB with this, believe it or not. I don't know if that's embarrassing or not, but...
So this is Kneat0's third run of this game, third full run.
So, are we going to tell people that?
So you sure? I mean, it's too late now to go back.
Sure, okay. If you want to fill people in, that's fine.
Yeah, so Kneat0 started playing this game only about a month ago, but really not even, because when you started, you weren't playing very often.
Once a week.
Yeah, so just the timing with this marathon was like Kneat0 was transitioning between games. He's been running Majora's Mask for like a year and a half now, I think, and he was just getting into Wind Waker, and he was in this awkward transition period where he hadn't played Majora's Mask for a while, and he didn't know Wind Waker very well when this event came up. So for the last week, Joe's been streaming for like 12 hours a day, learning this run, and he's got it down pretty well.
All All
I
right.
say as he has to.
Wait. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen when I drown here. So I'm going to drown. I'm trying to get, so I'm going to let it drown, because if I quit, I won't get the arrows anymore. I don't know, he'll put me with the King of Red Lions or something. Maybe, yeah, so basically I had too much speed there, and I hit one of the islands that makes me stop swimming. It makes me lose all my speed. So you can't see it, but there's Fire Island somewhere around here. Yeah, okay, so let's see where we are. Oh, okay, it might let me, oh no. That's a bummer. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. It depends where he puts me. So he's saying we're not supposed to be in this area right now. Let's go somewhere else.
Why is it stuck on this screen for so long?
It takes a long time for him to get back into where is okay. I need to be over there. Shoot. Okay. I don't like it, but I think the best course of action right now... Oh, this is going to be super slow. Oh, yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to save warp and just do the arrows again, I think. Because otherwise I have to... Yeah, shoot.
You're going to have to do like a ridiculous swim here.
Wait. Uh-oh. I think we might be in doo-doo right now. Yeah, I think we're in doo-doo. Yep. I messed up big time. I'm so sorry.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so, yep, we're going to do the really long route where I'm going to sail back to Dragon Roost and do a swim from there. So, sorry, guys. This is going to take a little bit to get there. Yeah, that probably goes my PB, but any hoozle. Yeah, so basically I was just, once I collected all 3 items, which now I have, do I not have the quiver? Wait.
Did you get the quiver?
Uh-oh. I don't think I have the quiver. Does that... I don't have the quiver. Oh, shoot. I don't think I have the quiver. I mean, I should, right? I saved after getting the... I'm the speedrunner. Oh, gosh. I don't know what I'm... Okay. So, I got the quiver.
Was this like a layer thing?
No. I'm checking my inventory, and it doesn't look like I have the quiver, but I'm not actually sure if it appears in my inventory or not until I get light arrows. So I just got the quiver from Thorn Fairy Island, and I tried to swim away from it, but I splooshed, which is probably one of the worst things that can happen in this run, because you don't have a save anywhere. You can't save while on that island. So you just have to, yeah. It's not fun. Okay, so I'm going to Dragon Roost. Anyways, so I have all 3 of the items, so now I can try to begin the end game, where I'm going to go back to Forsaken Fortress. So I needed to super swim there, which is what I failed doing earlier. I go to Forsaken Fortress once again, get my sword back once again, and that does a layer manipulation. So it puts the game world in a new state again. Where we can take advantage of it to do some wonky stuff. In this situation, or in that situation, after we finish Forsaken Fortress 1, we get put back on Windfall Island in a game state where Forsaken Fortress 2 exists, but nothing is loaded on it. Meaning all of the obstacles that I usually would have to get past, such as Phantom Ganon, the door at the top, the pegs that require the skull hammer, none of those are actually loaded. Okay, I'm gonna save here now just to make sure if anything goes wrong, we have a decent place to continue from. Okay, continue. Okay, so I can actually do it from here. So remember, we did our first Doom Zoom this way. We're going to do it again in order to get caught again to get into Forsaken Fortress. So this is pretty good. And there should be the submarine. There we go. So hopefully, if everything went okay, I have the quiver. If I don't have the quiver, this is going to be a very short-lived run.
We'll find out.
I think actually if I don't have the quiver and I get light arrows, I might crash the game. I'm not entirely sure. Or like I just won't be able to use them. Okay. So now, again, we're in Forsaken Fortress 1. And like I said, we need to beat it to get our sword back and manipulate the game state so that Forsaken Fortress 2 exists, but without obstacles or actors in it. So we can get to the end of Forsaken Fortress 2. Oh, gosh. All right. I'm just, like, sloppy right now. Sorry, guys. Ah, again.
Literally, pseudo bonk.
Guys, this I swear this never happens. But anyways, so all right, we're going to finish Forsaken Fortress 1 so we can get into Forsaken Fortress 2, bypass all the obstacles in Forsaken Fortress 2, and that at the end of Forsaken Fortress 2 there's a cutscene that takes us underwater to Hyrule. So for people familiar with the barrier skip, underwater in Hyrule, there's a giant barrier blocking you from getting to the end game. There, that was spooky.
Jump.
There's a giant barrier preventing you from going to Ganon's tower and getting to the. Oh, I don't need this right now. Preventing you from getting to the end game. But we have a way to skip the barrier, so all we need to do to beat the game is get down to Hyrule, skip the barrier, and then we can go to the end game. Alright, I'm going to do a precise zip here again to get across Forsaken Fortress. There we go. And you guys might get a brief sensation of deja vu here. Once we bypass these ledges, it's almost as if we've seen this cutscene before or something. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, we can pretend that didn't happen, but we really can't. All I have to do is make my way back up there. Not as big of a time loss as it seems, but I just didn't have enough speed on my zoom. Or my angle was bad. That's happened sometime.
Not enough Doom for your zoom?
Yeah, my zoom. Actually, I didn't have enough zoom for my Doom, to be honest. Okay. All right, we're going to do this zip one more time. That's good. And this time we're not going to mess it up. And I swear we're going to get to the deja vu. I mentioned it earlier. We're going to get there. Okay, so let's be a little bit more careful with this. There we go. Okay, we can skip one cutscene by by hooking the bokoblin here. There we go. So this is a little bit shorter than watching the bokoblin noticing me scene, and also it keeps him near the door, which is a little bit quicker once we kill him. We're right next to the door, so. And as you noticed, we have our sword back again. So that was another reason why we're here. Get our sword back, put the game in a state where we can get to Forsaken Fortress 2. And this is the second time we get to watch this cutscene. So usually speedruns try to skip as many cutscenes as possible.
Yeah.
But this particular route actually watches multiple speedruns a few times, or
Multiple speedruns.
multiple speedruns, yeah. Watches the same cutscene multiple times.
We get more of these lovely facial expressions.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the major benefits. You get to see some pretty cool facial expressions. Okay, so if you remember the first time we watched this, we got thrown out and we met the King of Red Lions, who took us to, where was it that he took us? Windfall Island. So again, the King of Red Lions finds us, but we just spawn on Windfall Island without any of the text that we have to talk to him with, because we already did it. So right, basically after this point we're at the end game. We're going to be doing the last few,
last couple of big tricks.
last few big tricks, and the final bosses and dungeons and all that. The end game, I actually noticed it's kind of funny. The end game consists of 3 fights against Ganon. One against Phantom Ganon, which is actually more of a puzzle rather than a fight. Nice. I'm just going to focus here because I can't mess this one up.
Yeah, and then he has to fight Puppet Ganon, and then there's the final Ganon fight.
Okay, so now I'm going to Forsaken Fortress 2. Good speed. Excellent. Which is on the game map, or in the game world. So I loop around here so I don't sploosh, and I'm here, and I can clip into the island with a doom zoom through the wall here. And this should look familiar to you. This is the final time we're going to be here. This is Forsaken Fortress 2 with nothing loaded. No Phantom Ganon fight, nothing. Alright, and I'm going to do some precise zoomage. My ESS up is not working with me today. There we go. Nice.
Yeah.
Glad I got that. Okay. And we're going to zip around here a little bit. Do a hop. Oh, not that kind of hop. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Just like that. That was the hop that I wanted. Again, we're going to zip across here. Lots of doom zooming. Like I said, that's pretty key to this route. And the door that's usually here is not loaded, so we can go in. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this part is fun. We get to skip the Helmarok fight. So remember Big Bird from earlier?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't gotta fight him.
We don't gotta fight him. And that's really good, because if we had to fight him, we can't. You need the Skull Hammer in order to fight the Helmarok King, and we don't get it in this route. So instead we just skip the entire fight. And this is the part where Gonzo would have been Gonzo if we were doing the other route. But unfortunately, Gonzo is...
Nonzo.
Nonzo.
Non-Gonzo.
Non-Gonzo. Herezo?
Herezo.
Gonzo
Sounds
is
Italian.
Herezo. Yeah, so Gonzo's on the left there, but usually if in the world record runs, the world record route, he's not there. And you'll see like the girls just float away when they carry these girls out of the cell. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum. Dude, Tetra is pure evil. Like, she's always up to something. Yeah, so there you just see that girl in the nice dress just
Floating
float.
off, yeah.
Yep, and the same will happen to Errol, our sister. Yep, I got some unfinished business, I know. Doomzoom. She says quietly, Doomzoom. This is probably the oldest joke at this point. I'm sure. So,
We've beaten it dead.
Yeah, we've beaten it dead.
So I guess I don't know if we ever mentioned, but the trick is not actually called the Doom Zoom. It's item sliding, and that's what allows you to gain ridiculous amounts of speed and charge up your super swim.
But I believe it's based on Ocarina of Time memery, because there's a lot of tricks in Ocarina of Time runs called Doom this and Doom that. So when this was first found, some people suggested calling it a Doom Zoom, but it eventually got a more, it was first called HD sliding because it was exclusive to the HD version of the game. And then some people wanted it Doom Zoom, but ultimately it got called item sliding. So now I'm going to do an item slide to get up this ramp real quick. And it looks pretty goofy doing it. We're like, what are those deja vu memes? Like the drifting ones? You know which one I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for like initial D or whatever. Okay, so there's a clip you can get frame perfectly there if you're lucky.
Doom zooming in the 90s.
I need to clip into the ground here, so I'm going to take a bunch of damage, which will change my hitbox and make me be able to clip into the ground. So I'll just do that one more time. Get into the corner here, get up, and now I'm in the ground. And this lets me skip the whole fight by going around the arena. So I precisely position myself under the arena here. I hop here, and I have to not fall off the ledge and not go too close into the spikes. And we did it. Hamrock skip. Oops. And this is the whole point of this was to trigger this cutscene. At the end of this cutscene, I get the Master Sword. The game just gives it to me. B, I get taken. Ooh, something big's happening. B, I get taken to Hyrule. And when I'm in Hyrule, I can do barrier skip and switch, basically finish the entire game.
Something super hype
And
happened.
this is actually, this is where Ganon would call you muchacho.
Yeah.
If we were playing the Spanish version. All right, where are we at? An hour 30 minutes? I think we can do this in about 30 minutes. We're doing pretty good for time here. The biggest mess up so far has been what? Probably the slide from. I don't think she sees me. Probably the slide from Thorn Fairy Island to the Forsaken Fortress. When I messed that up, that lost a lot of time.
That wasn't even too bad.
But it could have been much worse.
Yeah.
Those tricks that I told you that were really tough, like the boat item slide, Doom Zoom,
Yeah.
the boat Doom Zoom, and the island hop from the flight control platform. Those usually take me numerous times, but I got them pretty quick.
Yeah, you got through those really fast.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, unfortunately, especially with the intro to this game, like the fact that I'm doing the safer route that has a lot of the introductory gameplay, like the pirate ship and Forsaken Fortress 1 and all that. This route in particular has a lot of cutscenes, so, but we're almost through them all. We're almost done. There's only, I think, there might be only like 1 or 2 major cutscenes left, one of them being right before the fight with Ganon. So this is, even though we never freed Valu, he's free. And
Finally, his butt's not being pinched anymore.
He's free from the butt pinching. And this cutscene takes us to the Tower of the Gods, which is an island that we're supposed to raise by finding 3 mystical pearls throughout the world, but we never did. So right now, Valu is standing on the edge of the Tower of the Gods, but it's not here. And this is where the portal down underwater to Hyrule is. Also, yeah, you might recognize this lovable cast of characters as people I've seen in the speedrun so far, and never actually ended up helping. Just left them with their problems. The only one missing is Grimgrams. Rest
Oh,
in
poor
peace.
Grimgrams.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not even sure. I think you see her during the credits. I think you see Grimgrams in the credits. But we kind of just abandoned her. Okay. So the very first thing when we go down here, the very first thing I'm going to try to do is Hyrule Clip, where you can clip through the entire castle of Hyrule rather than going through it and out the back. And that's to bring me to the barrier. It's precise, and if I miss it, then I miss it. That's fine. I'll just take the slightly longer route. I'll only go for it once. I just gain a ton of backward speed up against a wall, and hopefully I'm in the right position at the right time to clip back. And the King of Red Lions is kind of in a weird state right now, so he actually didn't talk to me. Sometimes he asked me about a pearl that I'm supposed to get that I haven't learned about yet. Okay, so I think this is the position. Okay. If I go into the loading zone, I'm just gonna run with it, but I'll try this again. Okay, I didn't go it. I didn't do it. Whatever. I said I would only try it once, and I tried it twice. It's all RNG. We'll just blame it on RNG. So yeah, going through, you have to watch an extra cutscene here. We're going to skip one more cutscene, though, by zipping over the trigger. And then we'll be doing the barrier skip, the infamous barrier skip. So I'm going to line up a jump here. Oops. Okay, I messed up. I pulled bomb when I shouldn't have. Let's try it one more time. Still saves time if I get it second try. There we go.
Nice.
Right, and here's the barrier. So remember, I said that the Wind Waker has 2 uses. One is to stop speed, and one is to get rid of this knockback. Right, like that. If I pull it on a frame-perfect position.
First try, too. Wow.
Okay, and now I have to get a very precise position of my reticule. And then I'm going to gain a bunch of speed, and hopefully I should be able to clip through. This is very, very precise, so give me a little bit to do this. I think that's good. Oh, shoot. Okay, I messed it up. All right.
So he has to be positioned perfectly, and he gains a tremendous amount of speed and just clips through basically there's like a small gap that he can clip through with enough speed in the barrier and get through to the other side.
I wasted my first try. It was like...
Yeah, he made it look easy the first time, but this is very precise.
It's a frame perfect pull. Okay, I got it.
Nice.
I got it. There. Okay, we'll try this one more time. Okay. This should work. Nope. Okay.
Yeah, eventually he breaks through the barrier, but it looks like the angle is slightly off.
The angle might have been just a little bit off. Also,
and now
high
you got to
Tetra.
deal with Tetra.
Yeah. If you get the high roll clip, you don't have to deal with her, but... Okay. Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
The barrier clip. Oh, sorry. There we go. And this is Hyrule Fields. I'm just zooming around, singing a song. And we're just going to jump over to there. And then we're going to do Trial Skip. This is going to be... Oops. Okay, not enough speed. This is why we got all the items that we got in the first place. There we go. We needed leaf bombs. Whoops. Leaf bombs. I bonked up the counter. Up the
Alert
counter.
the bonk police.
I got leaf and bombs specifically to do this trick here. Along, like, bombs are actually useful for other things too, but... so I'm going to get onto a ledge.
And you need the leaf for the Morth hover as well, right?
Yes, I do. And I'm going to get a bomb to push me out of bounds here. Oops. Not like that, though. Go, 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 go. Okay. Save that. Okay, didn't get it. You can only get pushed out of bounds by that bomb on, I think it's like a 3 or 4 frame window. It's relatively lenient compared to a lot of tricks in this game, but it's still no cakewalk. That's not what I wanted. Put that away. Okay, let's try it again. Missed it again. Oh, please.
Ouch. Ooh.
That's not as bad as it seems. It actually puts me in a good position to get back up there.
Speed strats.
Yeah, except I'm at 1 heart, so...
You're set up for the Morth hover, almost.
This early? I don't need that health for nothing. I'm going to get health right now, just to make sure. Because I haven't saved in a while, I'd have to basically redo a lot if I was to die on this section. Good. Okay, we're going to try again. Yes.
Nice.
There it is. And we can just go through the door that's only supposed to open once we do all the trials, just like that. So that's pretty tough. We doom zoom our way up the stairs. And now we begin the final fights of the game. First, we start with Phantom Ganon, who's not, like I said, he's not really a fight. He's more of a maze, puzzle. And since the maze is the same every time, we don't actually have to fight him. Every time, we're supposed to kill him a few times, and he points us the new direction in the maze. But since we know the maze already, we can just do the maze without fighting him. Oh, gosh. I forgot about that. And I'm just going to be doing a lot of doom zooming. Whoops.
Another
Wrong
bomb.
counter. And in the final room up here, I'm actually going to have to fight Phantom Ganon. And he can give me 3 different patterns. This is where we're going to find out if we actually have the quiver or not. So he can give me 3 different patterns. This is a pretty good one, except I messed it up. So let's see if he'll give it to me again. So if we get right under him and spin, he can't reflect it back to us. So we can do that part. Usually you'd have to hit the ball back and forth a bunch of times, but if we get right under him and spin, you send it back fast enough that he can't react. So that was the medium speed one. He can give us 2 different patterns. All right, light arrows. Let's see if we have them. We have them. Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Run is alive.
No crashes. Wonderful. And now we're actually going to kill Phantom Ganon. So that was not the real kill on him. He's going to show up in a second here. Oh. Fudge. Oh, no.
Where was your last save?
Let's find out. I might have to do barrier and everything like that over again.
Oh, no.
Wait, no. I can save here.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, casually that would have been too brutal.
Okay, so here we go. This is it. That's all. Oh, this is the fast
Also.
pattern. Oh, wait. That wasn't him? I thought it... Okay. Usually
Man,
it's supposed to always... Whoops. It's supposed to hit him with a light arrow. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right, and... okay, good thing I saved here, so that's great. I'm going to turn on gyro controls because that makes the next segment much easier. After I do this, we get the final heavy javelin.
Good throw. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. The Javelier. All right, and I'm going to turn on gyro controls, which makes this next part easier. And we zoom, and we shoot. Oops, I'm out of magic. So let's get some magic. Okay, I mean, that's fine, but that's what I wanted. And we zoom. And we shoot. And let's get some more magic. And we zoom. And we shoot. Okay, there we go. And let's get some more magic. And finally, if we're really quick, we can get a 2-for-1 shot here. Nope, probably not. Yeah, actually I could have. I just missed it. All right, and we get some more magic. And this is the second to final fight. This is Puppet Ganon.
Yeah, this one is kind of terrifying to watch.
This is probably the hardest fight in the game, followed by one of the hardest tricks in the game. If you want to describe what I'm... Maybe we'll wait till after this.
Okay, for Morthover?
Yeah, Morthover.
Yeah, okay.
While I set it up, you can just go ham on the explanation. But this fight is very difficult to do, casually and as a speedrunner. You have to... It's 3 phases. First phase is Puppet Ganon, where Ganon, it's just like a giant beast puppet. And he has a tail that you have to hit, and it's swinging wildly behind him. And you have to hit it with a light arrow. And it can be pretty difficult to land those shots. And then every time you run out of magic, you have to wait for him to call down a bunch of keys, which are bats, which can drop magic. So it can take a while if you don't get the first cycle. But usually getting the first, getting a 1-cycle fight is really good. If you don't, then that's it. The second phase is Spider Ganon. That's the easiest. He just spins around above you and then drops down, and you just have to roll out of the way and then shoot him in the butt. And then finally is Snake Ganon. That's not as hard as Puppet Ganon, but it can be tricky. That has a large RNG factor because he just Snake
RNG.
Ganon. RNG Snake Ganon. He's a slippery snake. But yeah, he kind of, his movement is wild and erratic.
God, this is terrifying.
Yeah, this is real spooky. Also, that transformation, that is real scary.
It was like in the silhouette.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's see if we can get a 1 cycle. If we do, that'll be wonderful. But if not, no big. Nope. Okay, I'll wait for him to slow down. Ah, missed it. And we got hit, which is bad because the keys won't drop magic now. Yeah, we don't get the 1-cycle fight. Doesn't look like it.
This is rough.
Yeah. Oh jeez. All right. Yeah, so he'll call the keys down eventually. Ugh. Yeah, he's just not having it. So this is how he calls the keys down. He also might hit these. So these will give me hearts, unfortunately, because I got hit. And now, oh shoot! Oh, he did drop magic. So he can actually knock pots down from the sides, which drops magic when he's doing that spin. So that's another way I can get magic. But right now, I literally just have to wait for him to call more keys. So there's nothing I can do. This is a particularly bad Puppet Ganon fight, to be honest. RNG.
RNG.
Yeah. It makes it
the worst.
The other thing that makes it difficult is, as you can see, not only is he swinging his tail around wildly, he himself is moving.
Yeah.
So
and you have to deal with the shiny light arrow below.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to see sometimes because of the light arrow effects. I could just like. So these guys will give me magic now, which means I get a couple more shots. I'm gonna wait for him to stop moving. Yes,
Nice.
okay, we got one. 1 out of 3.
Close.
Almost. I'll wait for him to stop moving. Ah,
Oh.
that was close. Yeah, when he moves back and forth, he... Alright. Okay. I was going for the YOLO there. You can hit him while he's doing that, but it's difficult.
You get more magic there anyway.
Yeah, yeah, okay, we got some magic right here. Okay, 2.
Snuck it in there.
Ooh. Doom Zoom, practical applications. When he's moving left.
Oh. You got cheated out of that one.
Okay, I'll get the heart. Oh, he gave me arrows. Okay, I'm gonna save 1 keys for later because these. Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. Usually, if you're missing any hearts, they're just gonna drop hearts. Yeah, this is far from a 1-cycle fight. Yes.
There you
okay,
go.
there we go. All right. So the next 2 phases should be much shorter and much easier compared to that. So this is the easiest one. This is Spider Ganon. He's just going to spin around and drop down on me. This one is kind of a no-brainer. I just have to roll out of the way and shoot him in the butt. There's a lot of butts in this run, eh? I haven't noticed, but like now that I mention it, butts have a major role in this video game, particularly the speed run. And then he sends some keys. Oh. I wish we described Morph Hover earlier so we could tell them about my theorized Keys Hover.
Keys Hover?
Yes.
Oh, you got a ways to go. Nice.
The last one's the one where there's actually some chance of getting hit. I think the other 2 are guaranteed to get out of the way, but the last one has the potential to catch you in a bad position like this. Okay, we just made
barely.
it. And that's it. Finally, we are on Snake, 3rd phase. Snake, his movement is very erratic, so we just have to hit him in the butt again. 3 times. That's 1. But he moves faster and faster every time. A little bit early. 2. This is actually a really good snake. Uh-oh. When he starts hitting walls. Oh,
Wow,
that was
nice.
good. That was good. I wasn't expecting that. All right. So the slithery snake is slayed. Okay. So if you want to start talking to them a little bit. Because
Sure, about
this is
Morth Hover?
the last major trick, and it's one of the most difficult.
Right before the Ganon fight. So there's a lot going on with this trick. I guess to go a bit into the history, this was actually relatively recently discovered.
2 months ago?
Wow. So before, what you would have had to do is you need a hook shot here
Yeah.
to get to the Ganon fight.
Exactly.
And you can't get up to this ledge without it. So to get up, there's a technique called the zombie hover, which basically allows you to start hovering after you're out of hearts. But as soon as you touch the ground, you'll just die. So you need to be able to gain health mid-hover before you land. And the old strat was to break open I think it's a pot with a fairy in it, and the fairy moves around randomly, and you just have to hope that the fairy flies into you as you're hovering up. And that was like a 5% success rate. So really wasn't reliable at all. Now with the Morth hover, what you do is first you have to aggro a Morth, and you have to kill it without... So basically, you're going to use the Morth's heart drop to successfully complete the hover without dying. So you have to get the Morth up to the top of the platform where you're going to hover, and you have to make sure he drops a heart. Normally, Morths only drop a heart if you kill them with a sword, but obviously you can't kill them with a sword when they're on top of the platform. You're just out of range. So there's a little trick we do where you let the Morth attach to you on the same frame that you kill it with the sword. And what this does is it sets a flag basically to tell the Morth to drop a heart when it dies, and that stays permanently. So that's what Kneat0's going to do here. First he has to drop himself down to 1 hit left just to set up the zombie hover. Then he's going to kill a Morth with the sword, but it's on the same frame that it attaches to him, so it won't actually die. Then he has to get the Morth up onto that platform, kill it and himself at the same time, zombie hover up to the Morth where it drops a heart, land on the heart, and now he's on the platform and alive. It's a very complex trick, and it's pretty difficult. So he's just getting his health down low enough to do the zombie hover. And again, this is frame perfect. He has to kill the Morth with a sword and let it attach to him on the same frame. He uses home buffering here. Nice, first try. Very well done. And now the Morth is going to be constantly trying to get back to Link. So he has to do a little flip there to get the Morth off of him, but keep it up here so he can get it onto the platform. It failed there. It fell off the side. That's random. Nice. Okay, we're looking good. So he's going to use the leaf to get the Morth up onto the platform. Looking good. Nice. So because he let the Morth attach to him, it's going to try to follow him, so he can lure it to the edge of this platform without having it fall off. And this is it. He has to kill the Morth. It will drop a heart because he technically killed it with a sword earlier already. And then he's going to drop a bomb to kill himself, which lets him do the zombie hover. And he has to hover up onto the platform and land on the heart so he can stay alive and get into the Ganon fight. Now he has to mash the... Oh. Bad liftoff. That's okay. So he has to try the Morph Hover again. It's not too bad.
Yeah, so I messed up there. Sorry, I was focusing, trying to not mess that up. But you have to press A. Whoops. You have to press A to start your jump slash on a certain handful of frames. Oops. Okay. And then immediately start mashing B as fast as you can. And to hover up there, you actually need to get about 13 mashes per second, which is rather incredible. I've had to learn a new method of mashing just to get that speed for this Morph Hover. So let's go again. Let's try that again.
Drop health. Drop health.
Ooh, thank you. I usually, a lot of the times, I'll forget to drop my health.
It's very awkward when you attach the Morph and then you have to drop health and it's following you around.
Yeah. Following you around like a bad date. It's like, no, it's not. I'm not ready. All right. Also, where's my HUD?
I noticed that too. What's going on?
Oh, I think I disabled it. That's fine. I think I accidentally disabled it. That's okay. All right, we're going to do the same thing one more time. Exactly what Zed said before. I have to precisely position. And you can see my hands are shaking a little bit. You can see probably by the gyro controls. But all right, we got it. And we have to hope he rolls in the correct direction. That looks okay.
Yep.
Yep, good. So I'm going to lure him a little bit this way.
Oh.
All right, let's go for round 2, bud.
Like a bad date, indeed.
There we go.
Oh, that's
nice.
a good one.
That's a good one. Okay, I think I have... Yep, okay. I don't know what my equips are because my HUD's gone. But I think this is... Yeah. All right. All right, almost. Oh, okay, that should be good. Okay, we're going to do her again. Nice. Okay. Oh.
Got those mashing fingers ready. Oh, another bad liftoff. So it's just a couple minutes every time to set this up. It is very difficult.
I swear this never happens.
It really doesn't.
Whatever. Do I have my HUD back? No, I don't.
It's really difficult to land on the hard at the top of the hover, but usually the liftoff goes okay.
Oops. Okay. But yeah, once we do that, we're mostly home free. We do have a Ganon fight, and we'll only be at 1 heart. But it's for the most part a solved fight as long as I do a certain set of inputs, and I stick to the formula. Okay. Drop health. Thank you. Yeah. Zed, what's...
Whoops. I'm sleeping on the job. Oh, inconvenient.
That's okay. That's fine. Who told me to drop health? Was that someone from the crowd?
Someone in the audience.
Thank you. All right. Sorry that you get to watch this tedium again, but we're going to get it this time, folks. Good. No. For that one, he attached, but I slashed at him too close because he didn't get killed. Usually you'll hear that sound there. Nope.
No.
All right, so that can happen. Like, when they roll off, that's completely based on RNG. So if that happens, I just reload them by going into the pot down here and trying again. For anyone who sorry if I gave anyone a minor heart attack, like just jumping off the ledge there. Okay, so again.
Oops.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's really good. That one's perfect. Gonna get rid of this guy. And you might notice that I've been sidestepping all my movement. As long as I'm sidestepping, the morphs don't follow me. That's why I'm doing all this like weird movement. Just to make sure that the morph that I grabbed onto does not follow me anywhere. Okay, we're good. Okay, good. Okay. All right, third time's a charm? Is that what they say?
That is what they say.
That is what they say.
You know what they say. Sorry? Dude, Joe's about to do this run in about 2 minutes. They
Okay.
restarted the timer.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's fine. Aim. Pull bomb.
Let's go. Nice. Okay. Here we go. 13 mashes a second. Let's go. Nice.
Okay, we did it. And now we go for the Ganon fight. Last cutscene. And then after, I mean, the timer doesn't really matter anymore, but when I stab Ganon in the head, that's when the timer ends. It's pretty brutal, actually, now that I think of it.
When you stab Ganon in the
Yeah,
head. Just
like-
watch out for when the sword goes right into Ganon's head.
Actually, you'll see this, because like everything else about this game, you know, is like childish and
Right.
cartoony and everything. But then the very final attack that you do to Ganon is stab him through the skull with the Master Sword. Like, at least Nintendo made it so he just like turns to stone
Yeah.
there. So, also, look at this. This is nightmare fuel. Ganon's about
Oh,
to punch the crap out of Link here, but the faces he makes is terrifying. Like, this actually scared me as a
His
child.
jaw opens a little bit too wide.
A little bit too wide. Right here. And how close Zelda
Yeah.
came to
Oh.
dying right there, too. Like, the Master Sword, like, stabs into the ground 2 inches from her head. Like, this could have been a very different ending to the story. All right. I'm gonna focus, because actually the unfortunate thing is if you fail this fight, and I'm starting it with only 1 heart, if you fail this fight, you get put back into the Phantom Ganon rune and have to do Morth Hover once again. So I'm going to try to focus my best here to not have that happen, and we can close out this run with some dignity. A little bit.
I think you got this.
Also, Zed and I were discussing this a little bit earlier. This cutscene is so...
I don't like this last fight. Honestly, I think Ganon is... Joe is saying that Ganon in this fight is like a Bond villain. He's got everything in the palm of his hands, and he wants to just kind of walk around and do everything all slow and savor the moment.
And like this right here.
What's going on here?
Like, he's so dramatic. He raises his hand in the air. Give me Hyrule! And like slowly lowers it like he's in an anime.
Yeah.
And then there you go. King of Red Lions is like, nah, I'm taking this one. You can have the next Triforce. But yeah, so it's in Italian. So anyone who hasn't played this game, basically this is the land of Hyrule from Ocarina of Time. This is the top of Ganon's Tower, same top of Ganon's Tower that Ocarina of Time ends on. And the world was this is in the timeline where I think Ganon isn't stopped, and then the gods bury the world in an ocean in order to prevent Ganon from being evil. But Ganon comes back, and he tries to get the Triforce to get the ocean away and give Hyrule to him. And that's what he wished for right now. But King of Red Lions, who's actually the King of Hyrule, so that guy in red is actually our boat. Didn't mention that. But he says, don't do that. Gods give these children hope. So that's...
And then Ganon loses his mind.
Yeah. Ganon goes nuts. So fight's about to start, so I'm going to try to do this properly. It's very... There's basically no RNG factor to this fight, just the length of it. But like succeeding it...
There's always a little bit of the RNG factor.
Succeeding it should be a clean-cut procedure. Also, look at these swords out of nowhere. Where did those come from, man? Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, I messed that up pretty bad.
Oh, the HUD's still gone. Nice, okay.
And I got full health, so this fight should be much safer. So all I have to do now is wait for Zelda to shoot Ganon with the light arrows, and then I can attack him. Like this. I don't know why my quick spins aren't coming out. So next time he gets shot with the light arrows, he's going to attack Zelda. Like this. And knock Zelda out. And then this is phase 2 of the fight, where I just have to time some parries. So like, as you can see, this fight is a little underwhelming after everything we've just been through. Go away.
Super clean.
I mean, the arena is actually really sick. Like, I like this setting, but the fight itself is kind of lackluster. And we're going to finish this off right now.
Unless Zelda shoots you in the head.
Yeah, so fun fact, Zelda can indeed shoot me in the head during this part. And time. That's it. 6:13, new world record. Yeah. We got 6 minutes, 13 seconds. Sorry? 2:11:13?
That's a new PB.
Nice. All right, we PB'd. Yeah, and then after this, it's just a bunch of cutscenes. And like I said, isn't that brutal? I just stabbed him in the head. This is a Nintendo game.
Yep.
But anyways, yeah, he turns to stone, and the old Hyrule gets buried under the ocean. Doomzu! It comes back. Anyways, that's it for Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD any %. Once again, I am Kneat0, Kneat0. On the couch behind me is Shakanetsu.
Or Zed.
Or Zed. On Twitch, you can find him as Zed Ahmad.
Yep.
Zedahmad. Perfect. We have the Buttermancer over here, just the running chirp squad.
Very unfortunate that we didn't have another mic for the Buttermancer.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me on for this.
Hey, no
event.
problem. Thank you for showcasing a great run of Wind Waker HD. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We're gonna do one more speed run, and then we're gonna close for the day to continue for Saturday and Sunday. But thank you, Kneat0.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, good job. Watch the archive, okay? All right, up next, uppercase.
My turn.